You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is Frank Halverson. We're in Sutter Creek, where Amador Buffaloes are hosting the Argonaut Mustangs in the 102nd year history of this rivalry. Actually, the 107th game in the rivalry that was started several years ago back in the 20s when traveling was a little bit difficult. Jackson and Sutter Creek played each other a couple different times a year, and so that's why it is the 102-year anniversary, but there has been 107 games, and this should be exciting tonight. You know, the JV game, Amador won 27-22, and when I talk about how big games make a difference and things happen, Argonaut had a 2-possession lead with 5 minutes left in the game, and for unknown reason, the coaching staff decided to pass the ball on first down, throw an interception. Amador scores. Amador then recovers a fumble. They score again, and that's how crazy big games can go. Final, Amador 27, Argonaut 22. But this game should be a great one tonight. And you know what? I've got some guys in the booth tonight, and I want to put this headset on Colton Merriman. And you remember Colton Merriman, Argonaut Mustangs, great player, and he's here with us tonight with his crew. He's got a little crew. I don't know, what are you doing, a podcast, or what do you got going, Colton?
We're doing a vlog. So I have a vlog called Brace for Impact, and
yeah, go ahead.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, I hear myself now. I should have been a country singer. I sound like I got a southern accent. Basically, we're vlogging the game. I train a lot of athletes that are on the field tonight at both Amador and Argonaut, and we wanted to do a vlog of the big game and the rivalry, what goes on with the rivalry. We're interviewing alumni. That's why we came up here to interview
longest running rivalry in the state of California.
I can't believe it. 102 years?
102 years.
102 years. That's insane. I was lucky to be a part of it for about 10 or 11 years. I never lost to Amador. I got to throw that out there, but yeah, so
1923.
Damn, my grandma wasn't even around then.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. So we're here interviewing you now. You're always the one doing interviews. Can you explain to my audience about the big game and what goes on leading up to it, the rivalry, the history, any fun stories?
Well, the history of this game, it was always played on Armistice Day, which was the 11th day of the 11th month and the 11th hour. And that was World War I, when the armistice was signed between the Allies and Germany to stop hostiles in the Western territories. And that was the end of World War I. So this game was always played on November 11th, because that's when the armistice was signed, and it is still a national holiday in France and many of the Allied nations. We know it now probably more as Remembrance Day and Veterans Day, but that was actually Armistice Day at the cessation of the hostilities for World War I. That's how far back this goes.
That's crazy, because all that was going on through my head right now was, where else can you get good commentating, good football, and a history lesson? I got that all 3 in 1 right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang.
And so, this started, they played when this started down at Xiley Field. And Xiley Field is down where the apartments are now by the Highway Patrol building.
Oh, yeah.
And Fred Onetto used to tell me he would retrieve balls out of the creek. There was a creek there, right there, and that's where it started. Then, after World War I ended, and I believe it was President Roosevelt that started a Get Back to Work program, and how Butte Bowl was built with picks and shovels. They dug that out.
Whoa.
All part of that program the president created, and that's when it moved from Xiley Field to the Butte Bowl.
Yeah.
And then in 1983, that's when Argonaut came to fruition, because it was always Amador and Jackson before that, and Jackson and Sutter Creek way back in the 20s.
That's insane.
And that's how that history has been created over the years.
I love it. I love the history, and there's not a better person to ask about this game but you. So I was lucky to catch you up here. I made sure, like, hey, we have to go up in here tonight, interview Frank, and all that.
I've been only calling these games for over 35 years.
Yeah, so you know the ins and outs of it. But again, I want to appreciate your time and thank you for doing what you do. And what's your pregame prediction?
On paper, Amador should win this game.
Okay.
But the big games, paper doesn't matter. There's a lot of different things that go into this. Last year's game, 23-22. Amador trailed 14-0 at halftime. They came back, scored 3 touchdowns in the second half. They had 2-point extra point. In the last possession they had, did they go for the tie? No. They went for the win. They went for the 2-point conversion, and they led 23-22. Argonaut had a chance in the closing seconds to kick a short field goal to win the game, and they totally blew that out. Amador won 23-22. That's how these big games go.
The big games are big. I remember my senior year, we were 9-0. This would have been the 10-0 game. Our record was better than Amador's, but the temper's high. It's the big game.
And that's going to be a big thing tonight. Tensions are high. Everybody's jacked up. But you need to keep it in yourself, because I really believe that unforced errors could really play a difference in this game tonight.
I agree.
You need to stay within yourself and not make those stupid penalties that give your team a disadvantage. And that, I think, is going to be a big part of the night. Argonaut also needs to keep this game close. Yeah. Amador throws the ball. Argonaut wants to run the ball, and they want to keep it close. They want to contain the clock. They want to make this. They want to slow down this game a little bit, because they cannot stop the Amador passing offense.
Yeah.
And now that Blankenheim is a little bit better, he had a shoulder injury about 4 weeks ago, and he was their leading rusher going into that, and averaging 99 yards a game. And then we saw in 3 games after that, he didn't run the ball at all. They didn't want to take a hit. Last week against El Dorado, he actually was running the ball. And
is that the Fred Fletcher?
That is the Coach Fred Fletcher that's calling me right now. Coach, I can't get you. But anyway, so that's what I think is going to be a big part of this game tonight. And I'm excited. Big game is always excited. Colton, I appreciate you joining us.
I appreciate your time.
And we're going to get on with it.
Hey, get on with it. We'll be listening, checking in on the next day tomorrow, because we're watching it live.
All right.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, brother.
Good to see you, Colt. Good to see you, bro. How you going, brother?
All right, Joey. Wow. What a JV game.
Yeah.
Coach is going to wear that for a while.
Yeah, that one's a tough one,
I mean, I want to tell you what. I want to know the coach that decided with 5 minutes left, up by 2 possessions, that decided to throw it on first down.
Yeah, that was definitely questionable. Definitely questionable.
A little bit? That was almost like the Yankees chasing away a 5-0 lead by... Anyway. Amador comes out on top, and the JV game 27-22, and we're getting ready for the big game here. Amador against Argonaut. These teams come in: Argonaut 3-6, 2-4 in league. Amador 4-5, 2-4 in league. There are playoff implications alive. If Ripon loses to Hillmar and Amador wins tonight, Amador could get in the playoffs.
Yes, that is true. So it has to be that they win and
Ripon
loses. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because they're going to be playing in the same division. Linden and Sonora are both going to be playing in D6, which just doesn't seem quite fair to me.
Well, and Somerville's playing D7.
Somerville's playing D7. Boy, I'd like to. They're going to romp in that league.
Yeah, I bet.
And then Calaveras is also in D6. So, we expect Calaveras to win tonight against Bret Hart. I expect Linden to beat Somerville tonight. Riverbank's going to win over River Islands, I believe. Bradshaw Christian, of course, is going to win over Rosemont. Union Mine and El Dorado is the other interesting game.
Yes.
I predict Union Mine will win that game, and Liberty Ranch against Galt. Liberty Ranch is going to win that game. So you're going to find Bradshaw Christian, Union Mine, Liberty Ranch, and El Dorado all go into the playoffs, and possibly Amador if Ripon loses and Amador wins tonight. So the stage is set. We're the last week of the regular season, getting ready for playoffs. It's big game Friday night, and we're going to see what happens next. We're going to get a word from our sponsors. We're going to come back for kickoff right after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoyed tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and kvcradio.com.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here in Sutter Creek, California, home of the Amador Thundering Herd, where tonight is Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael and Naomi here for us. Captains have met at midfield. Captains for the visiting Argonaut Mustangs, number 7, Mitchell McMahon, number 10, Seth Mitchell, number 34, Ace Tisserand, and number 52, Henry Padilla. Captains for the home Amador Buffaloes, number 1, Ian McElfish, number 2, Michael Nunez, number 9, Bradley Blankenheim, and number 51, Zeke Peterson. Frank, looks like the coin toss has just happened. Did you see what went down?
Yeah, Argonaut's going to be kicking off. I don't know if Argonaut won and they deferred, but Argonaut will be kicking off and Amador will be receiving. So that's how this game's going to get started here. For the 107th playing of the big game, 102 years running rivalry, the longest running rivalry in the state of California. We're going to take a pass right now for the national anthem. We'll be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and kvcradio.com.
Alrighty, folks, we're still in the national anthem for just a couple more seconds. Let him hit the last note there. Alrighty, folks. Alright, let me get my hat back on. Yes, we are back in Sutter Creek, California, home of the Amador Thundering Herd. For the big game, 2024, Amador versus Argonaut. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael and Naomi here. Frank.
It's time for kickoff for the big game. Great crowd here tonight on both sides of the field. A little difficult finding parking tonight when I got here, but there's a big crowd here tonight. Excited about this big game and the big game rivalry. Just a note. There's been a lot of talk that this is going to be the last big game. That is not true. This could be the last big game at Amador High School. There will be another big game next year at Argonaut High School. If the consolidation goes through, it will be for the 26-27 year. So there will be another big game next year. This is the last year possibly that it will be held at Amador High School, just to set the record straight. So, Argonaut getting ready to kick off to Amador to get this big game underway. Waiting for the whistle. There's the signal. Here we go. Short pooch kick, fielded about the 25-yard line. Trying to look for room, get around the right side, up to the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's where Amador will have it, 1st and 10, and that's how this game will get started.
Yeah, just a little short kick there, trying to get them ready to go. Go ahead and see what the Mustangs have.
So 1st and 10, we expect Amador to come out throwing the football. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Blankenheim comes in leading the league in passing yards at 1,660 yards coming into tonight. One back, that's Nunes. Motion comes from the left side. Going to give it, trying to get around the jet sweep. That's Jesse Judd. Gets a block, gets to the 35, gets knocked out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down after a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Judd taken out of bounds there by number 23, Errol Garner. He's playing that left corner position, or right corner position right now, I should say. Good job getting off of his block. I mean, he kind of held on to him for a little while there, but able to get off of him, push him out of bounds.
2nd down and 4 for the Buffaloes. 2 receivers split left, 2 right. Nunes to the right of Blankenheim. They're going to give it to Nunes. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down. He breaks it outside to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. He's heading to the corner. Touchdown, Amador! 62-yard touchdown by Blankenheim to start this one off. Wow.
Yeah, and just took it on that quarterback draw right there, was able to cut back, had a huge lane. The defense flowed way too hard. Touchdown for the Buffaloes.
That was quick. Only 50 seconds off the clock, and Amador strikes first on the 62-yard touchdown by Blankenheim. The extra point, there's a whistle on the penalty flag comes up. Let's see what
most likely an offside.
Usually
an offside on that. Yep, offside on the
offside on the defense. Amador looks like they're going to go for 2. They're changing it up and putting the offense back in. And I think that with half distance to goal, they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, looks like it.
So 6-0 here, 11-10 left to go here in the first quarter. We're only 50 minutes in. Blankenheim rips off a 62-yarder.
Wildcat.
Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, tries to jump over the top, does not make it. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Look at the scoreboard, 11-10 left to go in the first quarter. Amador 6, Argonaut 0, and we'll be right back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back in Sutter Creek, California, home of the Amador Buffaloes for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Naomi, and Michael here. Frank?
Well, that quick strike does not go in Argonaut's favor. Argonaut needs to really slow this game down because it can get away from him in a hurry. And so we'll see. They need some clock right now. Mitchell's going to have a huge game for Argonaut to have a chance in this.
Yes.
And Amador is vulnerable against the run game. So we'll see how this plays out. But, boy, a quick touchdown within 50 seconds to the start of the game is not a great start. Fielded about the 8-yard line. get across 25 to the 30, falls forward across the 35-yard line. It'll be down right at the 35. That was Jacob Hartman, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 35.
And I do have a quick Mountain Merchants scoring update. We have Ripon Hilmar, 7-7 right now, 2 minutes left in the first, 0-0 at the end of the first quarter, Linden and Somerville, and Calaveras, 14, Bret Hart 0, 2 minutes left in the first. Somerville just scored, actually, 7-0 in the second.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Caspery in the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff to Mitchell. He gets stopped immediately. I'm not even sure he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Be 2nd down. They're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play.
Thought I already saw some words exchanged down there. I expect quite a few, Frank. Gonna be pretty chippy.
Well, and they both teams need to work really hard to stay away from that. Pitch. Oh, fumbled. Ball's on the ground. Amador recovers. No, they're saying Argonaut got it back.
But there was a penalty marker down on the field right now.
Let's see the replay there, right?
Holding against the Mustangs. Looks like that one's probably going to be.
Holding. Also a penalty going against the Mustangs.
Boy, it sure looked like Amador recovered that fumble.
Yeah, they said McMahon ended up with it. Looks like they want to decline it, which will bring it back to the spot of the fumble, which I'm not sure they marked that one off.
The penalty will be declined. It'll be 2nd down and long now.
Yeah, they thought they were going to take the penalty on it.
So that'll back it up to make it third down.
Yeah, 3rd down.
And 19 for Argonaut. Not a good start for the Mustangs for sure. Caspery under center this time. Mitchell alone back. Caspery wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's still looking. Now he throws. He's got a wide open receiver.
Oh, he caught it. He caught it. Yes.
They called it.
Looks like they're going to say.
I'm not sure.
I think they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Okay, no, they're saying incomplete pass on that one.
Incomplete pass. Intended receiver on the play was number 24, Tommy Gunn.
Adam Garcia. That's Amador.
Oh, excuse me.
Adam Garcia on the.
Garcia. And so it'll be a 4th down. So Argonaut goes 3 and out after giving up that quick touchdown. Not a good start for the Mustangs.
Looks like there's 2 deep for the Buffaloes right now. Seth Mitchell, the
kick,
punter.
low line drive, field at the 41-yard line. Gets across 50 to the 45 to the 40. He's got outside the room. Gets inside 30-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. And there's a late flag on the play.
Yeah. That was going against the Buffaloes right there. Looks like it was blocking the back right there at the end. Yep, right on Seth Mitchell. That was number 5 that hit him, John McPartland. So that'll send the ball back.
So Argonaut goes 3 and out. Amador receives punt, get a good return. Then there's the penalty. It'll still give them good field position as they mark the ball back to, looks like it's going to be about the 42-yard line.
That one's a 15-yarder.
Is it?
Yeah. Been a blindside block, so that'd have been a personal foul.
That'll be the 47 yards. So Amador will have it 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line, leading this one 6-0 early in this big game. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Nunes, the lone back, to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's looking. He throws it out to Nunes. Nunes gets ball's out, and it's out of bounds. So completed pass, but a loss of a couple on the play.
Great tackle there, but great tackle and coverage there by Seth Mitchell.
So that'll be a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Buffaloes.
Just a little swing pass out to the outside there.
2nd down and 11. Blankenheim in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Motion comes from the right side. Give it to, no, Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. He gets up, he cuts it outside, 40, 35, to the 30, up to the 25. Knocked out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line. And, you know, that's one thing in the last few games we haven't seen that side of Blankenheim after that shoulder injury,
right.
And it really suppressed their offense. Last week against El Dorado, I understand he started to run the ball a little bit more, and tonight, obviously, he feels good, and he's letting it rip. And he's had 2 great runs so far with the ball, 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes.
And he is leading rusher on this Buffalo team.
Blankenheim in the shotgun. Nunez, the lone back again. Motion comes from the left side, and Judd. They're going to give it to Judd, trying to get around on the jet sweep. Gets a good block, the 15 to 10, knocked out of bounds. Finally, by number 7 for the Mustangs. That's McMahon, but nice gain on the play on the jet sweep by Judd. And that'll set up a 1st down and goal for the Buffaloes.
Judd letting him know about it after the play, too.
And this is the one thing you didn't want to see from a Mustang perspective, for Amador to get a lead early, because they want to run the ball and control the clock. And right now it looks like that's not going to happen. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, get inside the 5-yard line, tackled at about the 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there.
It looks like Amador's just getting a good push on that offensive front. Defense is kind of scrambling to find him.
So 2nd down and 4 for Amador. 7:30 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Amador leading 6-0. Blankenheim comes back with the play. They break the huddle. 3 receivers to the left. Nunez, the lone back to Blankenheim's left. Blankenheim wants to roll left. He's looking, he throws. Touchdown. Four-yard touchdown pass completed to, I believe that was it Fillmore?
McPartland.
McPartland.
Just in the front corner of the end zone there, did kind of an out and a hook route. Sat there at the very front corner of the end zone there. Touchdown Buffaloes. Looks like they're going to go for that gadget. We saw that last week in the Bradshaw Christian game. Nope, they're back into a regular formation. Looks like they will be kicking the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and with 7 minutes left, Amador takes a quick 13-0 lead. We're going to be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at we're in Sutter Creek, California, home of the Amador Thundering Herd, where the Amador Thundering Herd take on the Argonaut Mustangs in Big Game 2024. Joey Guidi, Frank Halverson, Michael and Naomi here. Frank.
Well, they haven't named this field after anybody. I have my thoughts. But it's still a no-name field. Ooh. Little pooch kick by Amador. Fumbled the balls down. Argonaut recovers. It was just a little pooch kick. Number 41, Jace Rocky.
Jace Rocky on
fumbled the ball. They were able to fall on it. The ball's going to be placed at the 44-yard line. So that's where Argonaut will have their second possession of the quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 44. Caspery is going to work under center. pitch to Mitchell, trying to get around the right side. No room to go, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10. That was, I can't recall that formation very much this year.
They've been running that for a couple weeks now. It's kind of an I formation in a way.
Well, no, it's not an I formation. No. You get an offset back to the right. You had Mitchell to back straight forward.
No, it was directly.
We haven't seen Argonaut for a couple weeks, as we had the last 2 weeks we've had Amador games, but that was an interesting formation. It was not an I. Casper tries to do a draw and slam down back at the 37-yard line. Big loss on the play. I'm not even sure what that play was supposed to look like.
Kind of like a little draw almost, like he was trying to get him out and hand it right back down to him.
It was all the way back to the 39-yard line. It'll be third down and 15 for the Mustangs.
Tackle was made by 56. That's Chris Middlestat. You know, Amador's got a lot of juniors on this team, Frank. A lot of guys are going to be returning for next season.
Casper wants to throw. He's looking. He launches it over the middle, too high. Incomplete. That'll set up a fourth down, another 3 and out for the Mustangs.
That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Mustangs.
So 3 and out for Argonaut. That's their 2 possessions have both gone 3 and out, where Amador has scored on both of their 2 possessions. Seth Mitchell, the punt, kind of bounces sideways. Going to roll out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Amador's going to have it 1st and 10 from the 35 with 4:58 left to go here in the first quarter. So pretty good field position for Amador at the 35. Leading this one 13-0 already early in this first quarter. Argonaut needs a good stop right here. Their defense needs to bow up a little bit. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left side, and Judd. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around on that jet sweep. Cuts it inside. Gets up across the 45-yard line, across the 50, all the way up to the 45 on the Argonaut side of the field. Just kept pushing forward. They're going to mark it at the 46, but big gain by Judd. That's been a play that's been effective for them so far on that jet sweep. 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Motion comes from the right side. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. Gets across the 40-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be set up a 2nd down and 3.
Stopped there by number 9, Edison Neck. He was able to kind of slide in there into the running lane. Made sure he broke down and was able to tackle Blankenheim on that one.
They're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Buffaloes. 3:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Blankenheim, delayed hand up to Nunes. He breaks it to the 30, cuts outside of the 25, gets tackled at about the 23-yard line. Big gain on the play by Nunes. 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. They're going to spot it at the 24-yard line, so 1st and 10 for Amador.
Timeout called on the field. That's called against them. That's called by the Mustangs.
All right, we're going to send it back to the studio here. Word from our sponsor. 3:22 left in the first quarter. We're going to be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln is your regional commercial van and truck headquarters. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you, and their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln for a variety of new and used cars and trucks, commercial vehicles, parts, service, and financing. Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership on the web at bigvalleyford.biz and in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back in Sutter Creek, California for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael, and Naomi here. I have a quick Mountain Merchants scoring update for you. The Dairy Bowl today, by the way. Dairy Bowl at Galt versus Liberty Ranch. Right now it is Liberty Ranch 14, Galt 0. We also have Bradshaw Christian 7, Rosemont 0, Union Mine 14, El Dorado 0. 4 minutes to go in the first. And Scoop and Score by Linden 7-7 at Somerville. Handoff on the outside, that's to McElfish. He's going to get about 5 yards in the play. He's going to get tackled there by number 9. That's Edison Neck.
About to the 16-yard line. It'll be second down and short for the Buffaloes.
And the last scoring update that I have, 9:41 in the second quarter. Calaveras 28, Bret Hart 0.
Well, no surprise there. Bret Hart. Well, you got to admire their courage. They haven't won a game all year. And tonight's not going to be the night. Handoff coming around the right side to Judd. Nice tackle on the play by number 23 for Argonaut. That's Errol Garner. Dropping for a loss. That'll back him up from a second and short to make it a second and 4, or third and 4, excuse me.
Good job by Garner, shaking the blocker right there, able to get back and wrap up kind of on a shoestring there, was able to tackle Judd.
Ball's at the 18-yard line. Be third down and 4 for Amador. 3 receivers split out to the left. Blankenheim fakes the handoff. He's going around the left side. He wants to keep it himself, but not a whole lot of room. Cuts it inside, got a first down, knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Buffs.
And it was hit out of bounds there by the free safety. That's number 7, McMahon.
Wow, what a difference in this offense when Blankenheim can run the football.
Right. It adds a whole different element to it. Again, like I said, like we've talked about, he's been the leading rusher on this team. That's been something that's been very important for Amador to have back.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line for Amador, leading this one already 13-0 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, gets 5 into the end zone for a touchdown. 9-yard touchdown, Blankenheim. Oh, Amador at this point. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
Fakes that handoff, has 2 guys blocking 1 right there, so that 2-on-1 block makes it nice and easy for him to get into that end zone touchdown.
Wow. Amador has just controlled, just taken this over. 3 touchdowns here in the first quarter. The snap and the kick is up.
No good.
I didn't see a signal.
It looks like it said no good. Oh, there's a penalty marker.
Penalty marker on the play.
So let's see what that'll be.
Waiting for the call here.
They're going to assess, it was against the Mustangs, so they're going to assess that. Roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker against Argonaut. So they're going to say the kick is
good.
I don't understand this. They haven't said the kick is good. And they haven't put that up on the scoreboard. But yeah, I guess it is. So the kick is good. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. We're going to be right back. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back in Sutter Creek for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael, and Naomi here. Frank, Amador scores.
Well, after the score, the penalty, Amador's going to kick off from the Argonaut 45-yard line. Easy kick into the end zone. It'll be a touchback where Argonaut will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for their third possession of the quarter. They went 3 and out in their first 2 possessions and desperately in search of some offense right now, trailing this one 20-0.
And I've got a couple more Mountain Merchant scoring updates from the 2024 Dairy Bowl. Liberty Ranch 28, Galt 0, under 6 minutes left in the second, and I'll continue on right after this play.
Caspery in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Caspery wants to throw. He throws out of the left high, incomplete. Intended receiver on the play was number 24. That was Adam Garcia. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
And to continue on with the Mountain Merchant scoring update, Bradshaw Christian 13, Rosemont 0 at the end of the first. And also we have Ripon 14, Hillmar 13 right now.
Wow, that's a big game.
That's a very big game. Big implications in that game.
If Ripon wins, Amador is out of the playoffs. 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Caspery again in the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff to Mitchell. Cuts to the left, gets up to the 25, up to about the 27-yard line, where he's brought down. That'll set up a 3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs. Looks like his knee's okay after what we saw last week.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs. Handoff again to Mitchell, and he just gets swarmed for no gain on the play. They're going to back it up, maybe a loss of 1. It'll set up a 4th down and 4 for Argonaut.
And just not a lot of push from that offensive line.
And again, the 3rd possession of the game, they go 3 and out in all 3 possessions. And they're going to give the ball back to Amador, trailing 20-0. Short kick out of bounds. Just a bad kick there, and Amador's going to have it on the Argonaut side of the field. Let's see where they mark it.
There is a penalty marker that I saw fly on that. We'll see who that's going against. Maybe a false start penalty against the Mustangs.
Trying to look and see what the call is here.
False start
against the Mustangs. It's declined, and Amador is going to have it 1st and 10 at the Argonaut 40-yard line. Great field position, already leading this one 20-0, and man, this game looks like it's going to get out of control in a hurry. Blankenheim in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Lines up McElfish to the right. Nunes the lone back. Motion comes from Judd from the left side. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself.
Ball.
He fumbles. The ball's on the ground. I think Argonaut got it.
Looks like that one's going.
Yes, Argonaut recovers the fumble.
It looks like Isaac Wright on the recovery. Looks like the ball was punched out there by number 61. That's Patrick Moreno.
So the ball recovered by Wright, and Argonaut's going to get the ball back at the 35-yard line with 24 seconds left. They got time to run 1 play. Caspery in the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff. That's number
34. That was Tisserand.
Tisserand up to, there's a late flag that came in. He ran the ball up to the 45-yard line, but a late flag that came in. We'll see what the call is.
face mask.
Face mask against Amador. So that's going to march it forward up to the 50-yard line. 7.7 seconds left here to go in the quarter. Argonaut has it 1st and 10 at the 50. That's going to end the first quarter as the clock runs out. Look at the scoreboard. Amador 20, Argonaut 0. We're going to be back. Start of the second quarter right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back in Sutter Creek for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael, and Naomi here. End of the first quarter. Frank?
Well, we're going to start the second quarter. Argonaut's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line, desperately needing some offense here on their first 3 possessions. They went 3 and out on Amador's first 3 possessions. They scored touchdowns. On the 4th, they fumbled to give Argonaut the ball back. So now we've flipped the field, and Argonaut has it. They're going to give it straight ahead to Tisserand. Gets maybe 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, penetration made there as the guard steps up. He was pushed back. Hit there by number 67. That one's Baldenegro.
So 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs at the 49-yard line. Casper again operating the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Tries to go deep down to the left side. Well overthrown, incomplete. Intended receiver on the play was number 24 for the Mustangs. That was Adam Garcia. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9 for Argonaut. That play just never had much of a chance from the get. So it'll be 3rd down and long for the Mustangs as they break the huddle. Casper again in the shotgun. Mitchell lone back with him. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Casper wants to throw. He's looking. He's going to go deep again. Intended receiver number 23, incomplete. And I just don't understand these route trees. What's wrong with working underneath? Easier pitch and catches. The percentage of those completions are so low. I just don't understand it. You throw a little slant there, give them some room to operate. 4th down for the Mustangs, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Casper's under center. He's rolling. He's under pressure. Throws wildly, incomplete, and they're going to turn the ball over on downs and give Amador, again, great field position. So Amador's going to have it 1st down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. And Argonaut has just not been able to generate any kind of offense so far tonight as Amador has it 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Looking to add on to this 20-0 lead. McElfish goes into motion. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's got a wide open receiver, complete down to the 30-yard line. That is Judd on the reception. That'll put it at they're going to mark it at the 29-yard line where Amador will have 1st and 10. And Amador is just carving up this Argonaut defense right now.
You really haven't seen them put it in the air much yet today.
21-yard reception there.
1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. Blankenheim rolling to his left. He wants to throw. He looks complete to number 5 across the 20-yard line, fighting forward close to the 15.
A lot of high tackles on that one. That was number 5, John McPartland, on the reception. Kind of initially stopped up, but no one wrapped. Everybody kind of went in for that shoulder tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 as the ball is placed on the 17-yard line. 10:16 left to go here in the half. Amador leading 20-0. Blankenheim in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to roll to the right. He's looking. Wide open receiver to McPartland. Gets down to about the 7-yard line. Close to the first down.
Now that's something that we've seen actually quite a bit from Amador, those little short routes on the outside and try to make their athletes get into space.
They're going to give it a 1st down and goal for Amador. He was wide open. There was not a receiver 7 yards close to him. Or a defender, excuse me. So 1st down and goal for Amador. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Handoff to number 2. Gets inside the 5-yard line. That was Nunez. The 2nd down and goal.
And I have another Mount Merchant scoring update. Halftime at Somerville. Somerville up 14, Linden 7. Also, rain falling now at the 2024 Dairy Bowl. Liberty Ranch 28, Galt 0 at half. Somerville's up.
Rain's not supposed to hit until around 10 o'clock tonight here. So it's coming from the west. 2nd down and goal. Blankenheim rolls to his left. He's looking, throws.
Again.
Complete to McPartland. Touchdown.
So again, that was that little kind of out and then hook right at the corner of the end zone. We saw McPartland score on that on the other side of the field as well.
And Argonaut has had no answer for this Amador defense tonight.
Also, we have another Mount Merchant scoring update. Calaveras 42, Bret Hart 0.
Well, we expected that to go down. It's a 4-yard touchdown with 9 minutes left here to go in the 2nd quarter. The kick is good. Look at the scoreboard. Amador 27, Argonaut 0, 9 minutes left. We're going to be back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back in Sutter Creek, California for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael and Naomi here. 9 minutes left in the half.
Well, we were hoping for a better game than we've seen so far. Amador total control of this game, 27-0. They fumbled on the one possession, but other than that, they've scored touchdowns on every one they've had. And Argonaut has had absolutely nothing going on defense or on offense. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. A turnover on downs
out of bounds
on their last possession. The kick's out of bounds. So Argonaut's going to have it at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Trying to find something, just a spark to get them going. Trailing 27-0 here in the first half with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Ball's going to be placed just at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Mustangs on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Castry in the shotgun. Hands it to Tisserand, who gets stopped. Loss of 1 on the play. nothing going on there. The defensive line is getting a good push and nowhere to go for Tisserand. A loss of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 11. Argonaut breaks the huddle. Casper again going to operate in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Tisserand alone back beside him. Casper wants to throw. He rolls to his left. He's in trouble. He gets hit as he throws out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be third down and 11 for Argonaut.
It's like a timeout called. Oh, no, personal foul. Yep. Helmet to helmet contact there.
So roughing the quarterback call is going to give Mustangs a first down. They'll mark that off 15 yards, so that'll put it up to the 49-yard line, where Argonaut will have first and 10. 8:17 left to go here in the half. All Amador so far in this contest, 27-0. First and 10 for the Mustangs. Casper again in the shotgun. Hand off to Tisserand.
Nice
got a little hole up to the 41-yard line. That'll be a first down for Argonaut. That'll move the chains.
Good hard run there by Tisserand.
Looks like they're going to
short a yard.
They're going to mark it just short of the 42, so it'll be second down and 1. I thought he had it, but they marked it just a yard short, so second down and 1 for the Mustangs. Gaspery's going to go under center this time. Hand off to Tisserand. He gets stopped immediately. I don't think he got it. They're going to mark it right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and 1 for the Mustangs.
Again, penetration there by that defensive line. Mustangs have been struggling with that this whole game.
See, Tisserand in there as a lone back instead of Mitchell. Third down and 1 for the Mustangs. Cassidy's going to operate from the shotgun this time. Again, Tisserand's got the first down across the 40-yard line, so it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. First and 10 at marked at the 38-yard line.
Tisserand able to get on that inside zone, dive forward for that extra yard.
So first and 10 for Argonaut. 38-yard line. Trailing this one 27-0. They really need to get on the scoreboard here. Casper in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Casper wants to throw. He looks. There again, he's going deep.
Oh, he caught it.
Out of bounds.
Just out of bounds. I know.
Again, I don't understand all these deep shots. Low probability of completion. Work underneath. Work your slants. Work your outs. The percentage of those completions are low. You need to keep moving the chains here and eat up some clock. You don't want to give the ball back to Amador. And so I don't understand the play calling right now by the coaching staff for the Mustangs. Second down and 10. Caspery, straight ahead, hand up Tisserand. Makes a nice cut, falls forward across the 30-yard line. Nice gain on the play. Looks like it's enough for the first down. Let's see where they spot it. I think they're going to spot it just short. It'll set up a third down and 1 for the Mustangs. Caspery comes into the huddle with new play call. Third and 1 for the Mustangs. The ball's at the 29-yard line. Caspery under center. I formation, straight ahead, quarterback sneak. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. That'll move the chains.
We'll see where it's marked.
They're still looking at it. Yeah, first down.
Yep, first down.
Now it'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Argonaut. The ball placed at the 27-yard line.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Bradshaw 19, Rosemont 0. 5 minutes to go in the half.
No surprise there other than it's only 19.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that as well.
So 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Trying to crack the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Casper again in the shotgun. He's looking, still looking, throws high, incomplete. Intended receiver on the play was number 7, Mitchell McMahon. Set up a 2nd down and 10.
I just got to say, the celebration stuff, come on. Come on. Whole lot of it. Come on.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 4:56 left to go here in the half. Timeout, Argonaut. All right, we're going to send it back to the studios, get a word from our sponsor. We're going to be back. Amador 27, Argonaut 0. We'll be right back.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Amador High School for Big Game 2024. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael and Naomi here. Frank?
Well, Argonaut's trying to get on the board here to cut down to this deficit, trailing 27-0. They've got a 2nd down and 10. Casper operating for the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff, Tisserand gets across the 25-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. So interesting that Tisserand has been in instead of Mitchell. I thought for Argonaut to have a chance tonight that Mitchell was going to need to have a big game, but he has pretty much been out of the offense in the last 2 possessions for the Mustangs. 3rd down and 7 for Argonaut. Casper in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Casper wants to throw. Throws a little quick screen, trying to get it out to McMahon, incomplete. Throw it a little high. It'll be 4th down.
He just got to kind of step into that one. He's on his back foot right there. Kind of sails it when he wants to send it right into his receiver's chest. Those out routes, especially for a high school quarterback, those things way on the outside, those are pretty tough to make.
Well, it's a long throw. So 4th down and 7 for Argonaut. Ball's at the 24-yard line. 4:11 left to go here in the half. Amador leading this one 27-0. Amador will be receiving the kick in the 2nd half. Argonaut, excuse me. 4th down. Casper in the shotgun. Rolls to his left. Looks. Trying to throw. The ball got tipped, and it's intercepted. Racing down the right side of the sidelines. All the way and finally knocked out of bounds. And there's a penalty flag on the play. That may be a horse collar. There's another flag. Flags are coming all over the field, but the interception will be completed. And let's sort out the laundry here.
I think they're going to say a tackle out of bounds over there, and then started getting a little chippy actually right there in the middle of the field.
Officials are conversing at about the 49-yard line, trying to sort this whole thing out. There were several flags that were thrown. Let's see what the call is. But Amador takes over possession after the interception. Still waiting the official signal here. The ball right now is placed at the 42-yard line. The Argonaut 42 with 4 minutes left to go in the half.
I do have another Mountain Merchant scoring update. Union Mine 21, El Dorado 7, 3 minutes left in the half there. Looks like we're currently sitting at 4 minutes left in the half here at Amador High School for Big Game 2024. Referee still
a lot of conversation going on out there trying to figure out what everybody saw. There were I saw 3 flags at least that were thrown. They're still talking about it. This is a rather long delay. I can't even imagine what the long discussion is. There were 3 different flags thrown. This is as long of a discussion that I think maybe I've ever seen.
I think it's going to be penalties against both teams here, because there was some words exchanged midfield that we saw.
All right, it looks like they're still talking about it. Now they're picking up their flags. Still no signal from the White Hat. Now it looks like they're going over to talk to the Argonaut coaches. Looks like the penalty's going to be against Amador.
Yep. Nope.
Now it looks like they're marching at the other direction.
Well, going down to the spot of the end of the play, right?
I don't know what's going on here. We're going to try to sort this thing out, but man, this has been one heck of a delay. Now the White Hat comes back out on the field, still looking for a call up to the booth.
Well, they're marching it forward.
Well, it's going to be against Argonaut. Big penalty. Now they're coming over to talk to the Amador coach. Still no official signal up to the booth on what happened here. They marked the ball up all the way to the 24-yard line. Talking to Coach Kantak. All right, here we go, finally.
Horse collar.
Personal foul, horse collar against Amador.
Sportsmanlike conduct against the Mustangs.
Another personal foul against Amador. The penalty's offset.
Yeah, so it looks
after
like
all that, and Amador's going to have it first and 10 at the 24. Wow. Okay. All right, now that we've got that one sorted out, the end of it results in Amador has it first and 10 from the 24-yard line.
So they'll take it from the end of that horse collar.
Blankenheim keeps it, rolling to his left. Looking to the left corner, he's got Judd wide open, touchdown! 24-yard touchdown, Blankenheim to Judd. Wow.
Yeah, and they finally covered that little spot underneath where they had McPartland sitting in the past few plays that had some success.
With 3:50 left, Amador takes a 33-0 lead, awaiting the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. 3:50 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Amador Buffaloes 34, Argonaut 0. We're going to be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln is your regional commercial van and truck headquarters. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you, and their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln for a variety of new and used cars and trucks, commercial vehicles, parts, service, and financing. Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership on the web at bigvalleyford.biz and in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Amador High School for Big Game 2024. The Amador Buffaloes against the Argonaut Mustangs. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Naomi and Michael here. Frank.
Well, it hasn't been much of a contest so far. Amador leading 34-0. They have just absolutely dominated this game in all phases, and Argonaut has a deep hole to try to dig out of right now, not being able to generate anything on offense at all. The Amador kick, it's high, and it's caught at the 15-yard line, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, across the 40-yard line. Good strong run there across the 45-yard line. That was number
23, that was Errol Garner.
23, Errol Garner. So gives the Mustangs good field position, but they just haven't been able to do anything with it so far. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
So it looks like the Mustangs have made some personnel changes. They've changed up their right guard to number 56. That's Joe Carney, a senior for the Mustangs. Originally started at left tackle.
Mitchell still not in on offense. Tisserand, the lone back, next to Caspery. High snap, give to Tisserand. Breaks the tackle, gets across 50. Good hard run all the way up to the 40-yard line. Great run by Tisserand. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 40-yard line.
He was able to kind of slip a tackle there. You can see the safety, number 44, that's Bill Hobson, kind of dive in, trying to go for the legs there, but just misses him, and Tisserand's able to power forward for a couple extra yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the Amador 40-yard line. Caspery in the shotgun. Again, Tisserand, the lone back. Going to give it to Tisserand again. Gets across goal line. There's a flag on the play as he falls forward at the 35-yard line.
Like that's probably going to be a hold against the Mustangs.
Holding against Argonaut. That'll back it up 10 yards. 2:37 left to go here in the half.
Not something they need.
Number 56 for the Buffaloes, Chris Middlestat.
Do have another Mount Merchant scoring update from the Dairy Bowl. Liberty Ranch 35, Galt 0, 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
The Dairy Bowl, huh?
Yep, that's coming from our resident Galt guy, Mike Meserole.
1st down and 20 from the 50-yard line for the Mustangs. Casper wants to throw. Throws out a quick screen to the left. Completed gain of about, call it 4 on the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 16 for the Mustangs. The ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
2nd down and 16.
34-0 here in this big game. Amador just dominating this first half. Second down. Hand off Tisserand, trying to get around the left side. Stopped immediately, no gain on the play. It'll set up a 3rd down and long.
Number 7 in on that tackle there.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that zone play on the inside. Tried to bounce it out, but the DN was able to get on him. That was number 7. It looked like Henry Boatser.
Ball's at the 46-yard line. Need to get up to the 30 for a 1st down. So 3rd down and 16. Casper wants to throw. He's looking. Again, deep throw, incomplete.
All over him.
I just don't understand the route tree here. Those are low percentage completion attempts, and they just continue to throw them instead of working underneath in the middle of the field.
Penalty.
Defensive holding against Amador. In high school, is that an automatic first down, Joey?
I don't believe it's an automatic first down, but it does march it forward 10 yards.
So that'll set up a 3rd down and 6 if they get the 10-yard penalty here. Let's see where they mark it. Now they've got the ball. They're going to mark off the penalty now to 10 yards.
Oh,
they're marking it 15 yards.
I thought it would have been 10.
Holding penalty is 10-yard penalty. I don't understand why they marked that 15, but it'll set up a 3rd down on 1.
Yeah, looks like Coach Kantak's going to have a talk with them right down there.
Yeah, I don't understand why they marched that off 15 yards. A holding penalty is a 10-yard penalty.
Oh, he's holding. Looks like he's kind of going across. He's not going across his body. He's going from here. Looks like it's a pass interference call, but he's holding it close, so it looked like it was a defensive holding. So it must have been the pass interference on that.
If anybody found a cell phone with a Lightning McQueen case, if you could please return that to the snack shack, that would be awesome. A cell phone with a Lightning.
So it looks like it's going to set up a 3rd down on 1, ball at the 31-yard line.
Get another Mountain Merchant scoring update. A running clock now at Calaveras High School. Somerville is up 21-7 over Linden right now. Frank, 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, Linden.
All right, I'm going to be bowing out here.
If Linden loses this game, it'll be a 3-way tie for the Mother Lode League Championship between Somerville, Linden, and Calaveras.
That's right.
3rd and 1. Casper wants to throw, and he's going deep. Incomplete. Well, that's one of those calls I would say I admire your courage. I'm not sure I trust your judgment. 3rd down and 1. You got to pound that ball down 34-0. You need a first down. 45 seconds left here. That'll set up a 4th down and 1 for Argonaut. Argonaut has 1 timeout left. Jake Gee just entered the booth. I was just telling your dad the other day, Christ, I haven't seen Jake since
Amador drama teacher.
4th of July.
Yeah. Amador drama teacher, Jake Geedy.
4th down and 1. Flag on the play.
It's like rain started falling, too.
Now that's just, man, that hurts. That's going to back it up, make it 4th and 6.
All righty, and I'm going to bow out here. I'm going to get on down to the field. Jake's taking over for me here, folks. It's been a wonderful season. Thank you.
You gone for the night?
Yeah, I'm going back. I'm going back down. Yeah. Finish out the season with my team.
Well, good evening, everybody. Let's hope I remember how to do this.
I sure hope you do. All right, so that penalty's going to back up Argonaut, going to make it 4th and 6. 45 seconds left to go here in the half. It's been all Amador in this first half, leading 34-0.
Mustangs on 4th and 6.
Casper in the shotgun. Looking left. Throws underneath, incomplete. McMahon, the intended receiver, bounced right off his hands, and they will turn it over on downs and give it back to the Buffaloes with 41 seconds left here to go in the half.
Now, Frank, you were talking about earlier about high percentage completions. Now, this is one that you like to see. This is slants. He had it right in the pocket, in between the linebacker and that safety that was coming up. It was a beautiful delivery. He just let it come right into his body, and it bounced right off of his pads. So, unfortunate right there.
Yep, so Argonaut had a little something going there and just came away with nothing as they turned the ball over to Amador with 34 seconds left to go here in the half. Amador looks like they still want more. They're going to give it. Blanket up. He's going to keep it himself. Gets across 45 to the 50-yard line where he's knocked down there. It'll be a first down. That'll stop the clock as they move the chains forward. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes at the 50-yard line. Amador has 2 timeouts left.
They're going to take one right now.
So they take one right now, so they'll have 1 timeout left, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to try to get it in the end zone again.
Yeah, some people might think, 30 seconds left on the clock, let's just run it out, get to half. I get that. But, when you come into the big game, it's, there's also a bit of the bragging rights and stuff like that. So, you want to not necessarily lay it on, but of course, anytime you can score against your rival.
What do you mean not necessarily lay it on? Lay it on. Step on the throat, put them out. There's too many times I've seen these teams, they don't have the killer instinct. Put them out as early as you can, and go on with the game. And I think Amador, they have another timeout. They've been controlling this game the whole first half. They need to continue to try to do that. I expect Blankenheim to throw the ball right now. They're looking for points before the end of this half. Blankenheim operating the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Nunez, the lone back. Blankenheim wants to throw. He looks back. He throws to his right. Low throw, incomplete. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 with the clock stopped at 26.2 seconds left to go here in the half.
And we got a Mount Merchant scoring update real quick. Right now we have score Hilmar 20, Ripon 14 with 8 minutes left in the first
All right, well,
half.
that's important. If Ripon loses and Amador wins, Amador will get a playoff spot. 2nd down and 10 for the Buffs.
I'm sorry, third quarter. Third quarter.
Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. He gets up to the 45-yard line, dives forward to the 44. That'll keep the clock running, and I think they're not using their last time out, so it looks like the clock's going to run out here in the half, and that'll do it for the half. Look at the scoreboard. Amador, 34, Argonaut, 0. We're going to be back with our Conifer Communications halftime report right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sutter Creek High School. Sutter Creek, well, I guess once time Sutter Creek High School. Sutter Creek and home of the Amador Thundering Herd. We are here for Big Game 2024. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Naomi Daniel, and Michael Brashear. We're at halftime of Big Game 2024. Frank?
Well, that first half was totally dominated by the Buffaloes. Buffaloes took the opening kickoff. Blankenheim took it on a 62-yard run with only 50 seconds off the clock, take a 6-0 lead. Argonaut goes 3 and out. Amador takes the ball at the 47-yard line. Blankenheim to McPartland from 4 yards out at the 7-minute mark to take a 13-0 lead. Argonaut again goes 3 and out. Amador comes right back. Blankenheim on a 9-yard touchdown with 1:57 left. Argonaut goes 3 and out. Fumble recovery. The quarter ends, and Argonaut leads 20-0. Start of the second quarter, Argonaut turns over on downs. Amador goes back to work. A 4-yard touchdown. Blankenheim beat McPartland at the 9-minute mark to take a 27-0 lead. Argonaut then will throw an interception. Amador goes down. Blankenheim to Judd at 3:50 mark. Make it 34-0. Argonaut turns it over on downs. Amador runs out the clock. That's our halftime score, 34-0. And Argonaut is in a world of hurt right now because they have not been able to generate any type of offense at all and have shown no ability to stop this Amador defense, especially with the legs of Blankenheim, something that they've missed for 3 weeks in a row after that shoulder injury, but he looks like he's back in full strength.
Yeah, he absolutely does look like he's back in full strength. And, you know, it's kind of one of those things, like, one really thing that's especially deceptive about Blankenheim is that he sells his fakes incredibly well. Now, they do, of course, those motions across where they have, of course, that sort of jet sweep motion that they like to do, but Blankenheim is really good about faking that tuck to the last minute and then finding that that hole just straight up the middle, and his offensive line is giving him great pushes up front.
Well, they had a lot of success on that jet sweep to Judd in the first half, and then between Blankenheim and McPartland, who hooked up twice in that first half, once to Judd, once by Blankenheim, all on his own, and they certainly have control of this game, 34-0. We're going to send it back to the studios. We're going to hear AJM Live. Jim Geedy and Bart Gilman, and we'll be back right after that.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
And welcome to AJM This Week, our final regular season edition of the show.
Yeah.
Because last week was the big game, and almost a sweep, not quite, but everybody played well.
We had a pretty good showing. Yeah, this was, like you said, week 11, the last week of a long and grueling regular season. And we showed out. Argonaut, I'm proud of our whole organization across the board. Even the one loss we had at the JV level, those boys fought hard, and it was a good game, fun game to watch.
Any standouts at all levels?
Yeah, we just played really good team football across the board. Defense. Aside from that JV game, we gave up 6 points combined for the other 3. So
really,
I would say our defense stood out pretty well. It was stout, on our home field.
Junior Novice were winners.
Junior Novice was winners. They started the day out. This was a 7-on-7 game. Amador can't field 11, so we had to go down to 7-on-7. We actually had like 3 or 4 touchdowns called back in this game, unfortunately, but we handled them 20-0.
All right,
a good day.
And now they'll move on to playoffs?
Yeah, they're going to move on to playoffs. They're the number 2 seed. If everything goes right, they should be in the Super Bowl, which we get to host this year, as you know.
Great. And what about junior, or what about Novice?
Novice,
no?
Again, my boys. Amador's, like I told you, Josh Hills, who I played football with at Argonaut, is a great guy, and he's done a great job with these boys. They've done well this year. I don't want to say they've overachieved because I think they've earned, the wins they've gotten, but they're middle of the pack team, and we came out. We won 39-0 from the first snap. It was we gave up 1 first down. They had trouble moving the ball, and we kind of had our way with them.
And you guys now move on to playoffs.
Yeah, we also are a 2 seed. Onto the JV game. Amador took this one 27-0. Amador's got a great team at that JV level. Our boys came out to play, though. We gave up a cheap one right before halftime, which kind of put us down 3 scores, but there were a couple penalties early on. I mean, this game could have been 7-7, 14-7 going into half. You know, that's kind of how it goes with football. It's always a few plays that stand out in your head. It could have gone differently. The game could have.
The varsity winners?
Yeah, so first play of the game, we break a 80-yard touchdown that gets called back. Poor Wyatt Green. And then Amador ended up putting one in first. I said, oh, this could be a good game. You know, our quarterback's still out. We have second string out there. But from then on, it was all Mustangs and ended up winning that 20-6. We did our Black Out the Buffs theme. That went well. We blacked out the stadium. We sold black shirts. Everybody wore black shirts, had black easy ups. We did black jerseys for the boys. Yeah. Kind of Halloween theme, but also, you know, we kind of wanted to go all out. Our organization's doing well financially, and we're kind of hitting on all cylinders. So we thought we'd do something special.
All right, so let's get into playoffs now.
Okay.
So first round.
Yeah, so playoffs. First round. As I said, the playoffs are there's different host sites. So for playoffs, there's 8 teams at each level, 4 different host sites. The league tries to do a really good job. We all run our organizations based on volunteer help. So if you are a home site, they'll try to do everything they can to get you your teams, regardless of seedings. So, like, for instance, our junior novice. We're the 2 seed, and they're going to play the 7 seed, which is Escalon. But we're going to go to Escalon and play that game. And we're actually going to let Escalon have the home side, even though we're entitled to that. Yeah. So it's kind of wonky, but we're doing the best we can in youth football. So our junior novice will go to Escalon to play Escalon, the 7 seed. They've shuffled around the game times a little bit. That game's going to start at 11:30, and they're putting in an extra half hour because they know, you know, as soon as that game's over, we got parents going to AMA, we got parents going to Houston, or Waterford. We got parents going to Calaveras. So they tried to give you a little extra time. Okay. And so mind you, playoffs too, people get a little more excited. Yeah. Pictures after the game, things slow down. Our novice, we're 2 seed. We are going to take on the number 7 seed AMA, who's also a host site. So we are going to go to Bret Hart and play AMA. Again, you know, if they ask, I'll probably give them the home side. Sure. But we're going to pick the home jerseys since we got these black ones. So going to go ahead and make them wear white in their own stadium. We beat AMA 56-0 a couple of weeks ago, but that is not a reflection of that team. They've played everybody else fairly close. Mm-hmm. They're a bunch of tough boys. So don't want to say, you know, we're not overlooking them. I never overlook any game, but we should if we play our defense. You know, people are going to have trouble scoring on our defense from here on out. Our JV boys, if they would have beat that Amador team, would have snuck in at an 8 seed, but they didn't. So that's the only level that we won't be represented in playoffs at. And varsity also goes to Escalon as our junior novice team does. And the way this worked out, we play Escalon there too. So we're the 6 seed, they're the 3. We beat them 25-0 4 weeks ago, but that was the game our starting quarterback got hurt on. So obviously traveling to Escalon is always tough. But I do think this is going to be, I don't know if our quarterback will be back, you know, but we've shuffled around our offense a little bit. I do think this is going to be one heck of a ball game.
So how many rounds of playoffs are there?
So there's 2 rounds of playoffs. There's the first round, the semis, and then the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So that's it?
It goes 8-4-2.
Okay. Yeah. Well, great. Well, we'll hope to see
hopefully, and then the next rounds of playoffs will be hosted at Sonora and Houston. So 2 home sites, and then they reseed after each round. Mm-hmm. So if there's any upsets, the high seed will always play the low seed. It doesn't, like I said, doesn't work like a traditional bracket. Yeah. Where the winner of the 1-8 will play the winner of the 4-5. Doesn't work like that. If the 7 knocks off the 2, the 1 and 7 are playing.
Gotcha.
So we're hoping we can make a little run here in playoffs.
And when is the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl is on 11/16.
Okay. Right
here at Dan Barnett Stadium in beautiful Jackson, California. We're excited to host.
Bill Gilman, that wraps up the regular season of AJM this week,
baby.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School, site of Big Game 2024. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael Brashear, Naomi Daniel here in the booth with us. Real quick, we're going to give you a Mountain Merchant scoring update. So in the 2024 Dairy Bowl, we have Liberty Ranch over Galt right now, 42-0 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter over there. And then moving on over, Somerville is up 28-7 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter there. So we are about 2 minutes and 40 seconds from the start of the third quarter here. The teams are back on the field warming up. Frank, I mean, I don't really know what to say about this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What do you think is the key for this second half?
Well, Argonaut just needs to get something going on offense. The interesting part to me, after the first couple series, I had said earlier, if Argonaut's going to have a chance in this game tonight, Seth Mitchell is going to need to have a big game. Well, Seth Mitchell has not even been on the field on the offense here other than their first two possessions. I'm not sure what's going on there. He did get dinged up a little bit last week. He came out of the game with a knee injury against Bradshaw Christian. Not really sure the severity of that. I heard it wasn't anything severe, and when they interviewed him earlier in the week, he said he was ready to go and looking forward to this game, but him not being on the field for most of that half, a little bit interesting. To allow the ball carrying to Tisserand, and you know, right now trailing 34-0, Argonaut really has to get out of their comfort zone. They need to run the ball and be able to control the clock. And trailing 34-0, that's pretty much out the window.
Yeah.
You need some big plays to try to get back into this. They will receive the kick to start this second half, and they just need to generate some offense because their defense obviously has not been able to stop the Amador offense. The Amador offense scored on every single possession that they had in the first half, other than the one that they fumbled that Argonaut recovered. So that was the only time that the Argonaut defense was able to stop the Buffs, and so there's a whole lot of things got to change if Argonaut even has any glimpse of getting back in this ball game. So we've got a little bit of time left here before the opening kickoff. We're going to get a quick word from our sponsors, and we're going to be back with the second half of this big game right after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. and you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring Program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Amador High School. We are just moments away from the kickoff here in the second half. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael Brashear, Naomi Daniel here in the booth. Real quick, just doing a rundown of the last scoring updates that I have from around the league. So again, we have the last one I had was Hillmar 20, Ripon 14. That was in the third quarter there. Over in Galt, Liberty Ranch is on top of Galt 42-0. I'm assuming the third quarter is rubbing up there. Now with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Somerville is also up 28-7. So those are the scores. I believe Somerville is playing Linden tonight. That is correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So those are the scores that I have for you right now. And, of course, the score here at Amador High School is Amador 34, Argonaut 0. Right?
Yeah, and obviously the big game to keep an eye on is the Ripon-Hillmar game, because if Ripon loses and Amador wins, Amador will get a playoff berth. Whether you agree with it or not, doesn't matter. The way it's set up, if Ripon loses and Amador wins, even though they will only be 3-4 in league, they will go to the playoffs. Don't even get me started on that. You know, I feel like we're playing youth soccer anymore with the way they've expanded these playoffs. At the end of the year, everybody gets a medal, a juice box, and an orange slice, and hey, let's celebrate mediocrity. But hey, that's somebody else's call.
And the kick.
Here's the opening kick for Amador. Kicks it deep, bounces and fielded about the 12-yard line, forward across the 25 to the 30, brought down at about the 33-yard line. That's where Argonaut will have it, 1st and 10, and that's how the second half gets started.
And that was number 4, Jacob Hartman, on the reception there. And it looks like the rain is really starting to make itself known here.
Well, I see the umbrella starting to pop up.
Oh, yeah. It seems like it's been raining off and on throughout the game here, but now it is a constant stream now, and that field is looking wet.
Yeah, they didn't expect this till a little bit later tonight. I thought the rain wasn't coming in until around 10 o'clock. But it's definitely started to rain now as the umbrellas have popped up all around the stands. Short carry by Tisserand on the first play, gain of about a half a yard. It'll set up a second down. Ball is placed right at the 35-yard line, so we'll call it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and these backs, both, I guess everyone really is going to have to be careful with their footing, but especially the backs, if they're going to have to make any kind of cuts or quick movements, that they make sure they keep their feet planted, because it's going to get slick.
Argonaut, 2nd down and 9, I formation in the backfield. Give to the second man through that Tisserand. He gets hit, loss of 2 on the play, wrestled down. Good penetration by the Amador defensive line that time. Tisserand had no place to go. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll set up a 3rd down and 11.
So far not where you want to be starting in here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they just have not been able to generate any offense at all night long against this Amador defense.
Right now we have a Mount Merchant scoring update. Close one over there. Ripon on top of Hillmar now, 21-20 at the end of the third quarter there.
Ooh, boy, and that big playoff implications there. If Ripon wins, Amador is out. Castry throws. Intercepted. He's going to return it. Going down the left side of the 20 to the 10 to the 5 into the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's number 1. Ian McElfish intercepts the ball, takes it back for the touchdown.
And honestly, that's kind of poor discipline on the receiver there. Now, of course, that was thrown a little bit behind him, but the receiver, if you are not going to be able to get there and it's hitting in the hands, you try not to tip that thing up. That tipped it right up into Miguel Fish, who was coming right in at it. It was beautiful for him. He had to do nothing.
Worst possible situation for Argonaut. They had a 3rd down and long. The ball was tipped, intercepted by McElfish. He takes it to the house for the touchdown, awaiting the extra point. Amador 40, Argonaut 0, awaiting the extra point with 10 minutes and 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter. Good snap, kicks up. And it is good. Look at the scoreboard. 10-1 left to go in the 3rd quarter. All Buffaloes 41, Argonaut 0. We're going to be back right after this.
The family of Armstrong and Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong and Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong and Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here. 10 minutes and 1 second here left in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo's on top 41-0. Buffalo set to kick. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael Brashear, Naomi Daniel. Frank?
All right, well, there's not a whole lot to say about this one. Amador has absolutely dominated this whole game. Kick bounces at about the 22-yard line, picked up at the 18, trying to get around the right side. Up to the 30, breaks it outside, gets knocked out, run out of bounds. That was number 4 for the Mustangs, Jacob Hartman. Ball's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line, where Argonaut will have it 1st and 10 for their second possession here in the second half, trailing 41-0, 9:50, and the clock is running right now. So we may be into a running clock already, because that ball should have stopped with the out of bounds here, and the clock continues to run. So what I believe is before the 4th quarter, if both coaches agree, they will start a running clock, and it looks like that's what they've done here. Mitchell, in a wildcat formation, keeps it himself, goes forward up to about the 30.
Come on now.
The 44-yard line. There's a late flag on the play as a helmet flies off a player. So that's the first time we've seen Mitchell in on offense in a bit.
Yeah.
In the wildcat formation, he took the direct snap, took it forward to the 44-yard line. Let's see what the flag is.
Yeah, so now look, boys, I get it playing to the whistle, but there was a lot of contact coming in there afterwards.
Well, and that's the one thing you don't want to see, especially in a big game where emotions are getting high and the score gets out of hand, that it just starts getting chippy. Let's keep this classy, kids.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to call here. There's a call from the White Hat. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Amador.
Yeah.
So they're going to mark that forward 15 yards. That'll take it all the way up to the 41-yard line of Amador and give Argonaut a 1st and 10 with 9:13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I have a Mount Merchant scoring update for you, and, we do have a running clock over there. Calaveras 55, Bret Hart 0.
No surprises there.
Oh, and with 3 minutes left, I'll give it to you after this one, after this play, sorry.
Mitchell again at quarterback. Caspery is out.
And looks like the White Hat's talking to
Mitchell
Kantak.
started the year at quarterback, and they moved him to running back after he hurt his wrist. Now, in this second half, they've got him back in at the quarterback spot.
So Whitehead having to chat with Coach Kantak over there. I believe he wanted just a quick explanation about that penalty there.
It was a dead ball foul, a personal foul against the Buffaloes that moved the ball 15 yards up to the 41 to give Argonaut a first down. So Mitchell's going to operate for the shotgun with Tisserand to his right.
And
Man, there is a whole lot of conversation between these officials that have really slowed this game down. First and 10 for the Mustangs. Now we get the whistle. Here we go. Mitchell in the shotgun. Oh, straight ahead handoff to Tisserand. Gets hit and stopped at about the 40-yard line for a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 9. I don't know if that was a wayward snap.
I think that was a wayward snap.
Or if that was a called play.
Yeah, you know, normally when it's a direct snap like that, the quarterback usually steps out of the way, but it looked like he was stepping into it, so I think that was just a bit of a slip.
Yeah, it just looked like it kind of went the wrong way.
Real quick, so with 3 minutes left in the game, Linden fumbles and Somerville takes over with 2 minutes left in the game there.
In the game?
In the game.
Somerville's going to win. It's going to be a three-way tie in the Mother Lode League. Setchville keeps it himself, gets hit, knocked down at the 36-yard line. It'll set up a third down and long for Argonaut. So Somerville looks like they're going to beat Linden, so that'll set up a three-way tie for the league title between Calaveras, Somerville, and Linden, all with one loss.
Yeah. Now I was just watching the replay here, Frank, and you know, yeah, that was a solid run there by Mitchell, but it looks like one of the reasons I think that Argonaut is getting beaten off the line is they're coming straight up. They're playing very high with a very high pad level.
Wow, this offensive line for Argonaut has been a problem all year long. And obviously, you're not going to correct that in the last game of the season. That's been a weak spot for them. Mitchell, third down and 5. He's going to keep it himself. Goes forward, gets stopped after a gain of about 2. Forward progress will move him to about 34-yard line. It'll set up a fourth down and 3. Obviously, Argonaut's going to go for it here, trailing 41-0 at the Amador 34-yard line. So it'll be fourth down for the Mustangs.
And another Mountain Merchant scoring update. In the 2024 Dairy Bowl, we have a final. Liberty Ranch 49, Galt 0. And now Somerville has officially claimed victory 28-7 over Linden there in the Lode League.
Wow, so you're going to see all three teams going in there. The interesting thing is where they're being seated in each division, and if you can make heads or tails of that, I don't know. Linden and Somerville will be in D6, or Linden and Sonora. Somerville will be in D7. Calaveras in D6.
Ooh, and that was really close, but just not quite enough push there up the front there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So Argonaut turns it over on downs, and just futile by the Argonaut offense tonight.
Errol Gardner, I'd say he came about maybe a yard and a half short on that one. He had the momentum, but he just got hit by 2 buffs right there, and there was nothing he could do about that. Had nobody out there for him.
So Amador is going to take over first and 10 for the 34-yard line. 6:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Amador 41, Argonaut 0. Motion comes from the left side. Straight ahead handoff. Falls forward to close to the 40-yard line. That was number 2, Nunez.
So just did straight ahead handoff right there. Decent scrum right there. Get a
Gain
good
of 5
second expert.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5 for the Buffs. Clock continues to run. 5:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Blankenheim in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nunes the lone back to Blankenheim's left. They're going to give it to him again, straight up the middle. Pounds forward. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll set up a third down and 2 for the Buffs. The ball sits at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 2 for Amador.
5 minutes and 5 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. Big game 2024.
The 102nd year of this rivalry, the actual 108th game of play between Jackson and Sutter Creek. Of course, it's changed Jackson Sutter Creek to Jackson Amador to Argonaut Amador. Loss on the play. It'll set up a 4th down.
So that was number 52 for the Mustangs on the tag. That's Henry Padilla. And you see he just comes right through the center, through the guard center gap right there, and just gobbled him up like a, well, what would Corso say, like a barbecue pork sandwich.
Marino came in leading the league in tackles going in tonight with 97 tackles on the year, leading the Valley or the Sierra Valley Conference with 97 tackles coming in tonight's game. Blankenheim leading the league in passing. McPartland leading the league in receiving. Amador's going to punt for the first time tonight. End over end kick over the head all the way back, bounces inside the 10-yard line. Will be finally down at about the 5. So long field for Argonaut on the end over the end kick that is going to pin Argonaut all the way back up against their goal line at about the 5-yard line. Let's see where they finally spot it. They're going to spot it right at the 5. So the first 3 and out for Amador tonight, and give Argonaut possession 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line.
You know, for a second there, Frank, I had a bit of a panic attack there. I thought Hartman had reached his hand out and touched that ball as it was coming down. I was like, oh, no, son, what have you done?
3:21 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock is running now. Mitchell again operating from the Wildcat. Short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs.
And we have a Mountain Merchant scoring update here. We're getting some more finals, it looks like, or close to finals. Well, now we have an end of the 3rd quarter here. Union Mine 35, Eldorado 7. And then with 9 minutes left, we have Hillmar 26, Ripon 21.
Oh, close game there.
Very close game.
Expected Union Mine to beat Eldorado tonight in my predictions. And so both of those teams are going to go into the playoffs. It'll just change the seeding a little bit. High snap, inside handoff to Tisserand. He gets across the 15 up close to the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains, give it 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Let's see that again real quick.
So that'll stop the clock as they move the chains forward. Tisserand's running hard tonight.
He is. He's getting downhill. It's nice to see.
He got hurt early in the year. He was their lead back, and then he got hurt. And Mitchell was a quarterback. And then Mitchell got hurt at quarterback. They moved him to running back. Straight ahead handoff this time to Tisserand. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Be 2nd down. They're going to mark a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Let's see. I think that was Garner on the carry there, Frank. 23? Yes.
Yeah, that's not Tisserand. So 2nd down and 8 for Argonaut. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. It's been all Amador 41, Argonaut 0. Mitchell in the shotgun, going to keep it himself. Short gain on the play, going to be short of the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3. Look where they mark it.
So now let's see what the Buffs bring in. They've been running a modified 4 front.
Looks like they made it about the 28-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball.
So let's see here. So, I mean, for my money, I'd try to get Tisserand the ball. I'd try to get him off tackle and gain that maybe 2-3 yards.
I think Mitchell's going to keep the ball himself. Mitchell in the shotgun. Hands it off to Tisserand. He gets hit. He's got the first down. Falls forward. Gets up to about the 35-yard line. That'll be a first down for Argonaut. That will stop the clock as they move the chains with 1:05 left here to go in the third quarter. But obviously trailing 41-0, this brand of football doesn't get you back in the game. No. It's what I said early in the pregame. They need to keep this game close because they can't throw the ball. That's not what they do best. And when you get out of your game plan, that makes it difficult. But right now, they're just trying to keep it from getting more out of hand. The rain continues to fall here on this night. Mitchell is going to keep himself trying to get around the left side. Hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10 for the Mustangs. That'll be the last play of the third quarter as the clock continues to run. So look at the scoreboard at the end of 3. Amador 41, Argonaut 0. We're going to be back with the fourth quarter of the big game right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School. Start of the fourth quarter of this 2024 big game, and the scoreboard shows the Thundering Herd 41, the Argonaut Mustangs 0. Mustangs with possession. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, Michael Brashear, Naomi Daniel. Guys?
So we will be in a running clock here in the fourth quarter. The rules are a 40-point lead in the fourth quarter goes into a running clock. So this fourth quarter should be over in about 12 minutes.
Yeah, but
the clock is running, and Argonaut has it second down and 9 at the 36-yard line. Yeah. Now they're going to put the clock back to 12 seconds, but once it starts running, it will continue to run
so we'll get
for the rest of the game.
We get one last snap here.
Mitchell in the shotgun. He wants to throw. Now he rolls to his right. He's got a lot of room. Tuck it in and run, son. 45 to the 50, the 45 to the 40 gets knocked out of bounds close to the Amador 40-yard line. First down for Argonaut. As he gets the ball up to the 40-yard line of Amador, they're going to spot it at the 41, it looks like. But it'll be first and 10 for the Mustangs.
Now, there was an excellent rollout. He had Garcia and Hartman downfield, but neither look was particularly open.
There was no reason for him to even look for a receiver. He had nothing but blue grass at this stadium in front of him. Big gain on the play. First and 10 for the Mustangs down to the 41-yard line.
We have a Mountain Merchant scoring update. Fourth quarter, Bradshaw Christian 30, Rosemont 0.
They must have subbed down. Straight ahead handoff. Dropped. Oh, there's a flag. Might have been a face mask there. As number 23 on the carry, there was Errol Garner, got pulled down, but the flag comes in. I think that's going to be against Amador. Personal foul, face mask. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That'll mark it forward.
We watched on the replay there. Yeah, when he came in a little high on that tackle, and you could see Garner's head just whip right back around.
Yeah, so that'll move the ball all the way up to the 26-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for Argonaut. Like I said, we are in a running clock, 41-0 as the clock continues to run now. Amador's huddle was all the way back inside the 50. They got a long way to go just to get up to the line of scrimmage. So first and 10 for the Mustangs. Mitchell again going to operate in the shotgun. Garner to his left. Tisserand is out. Mitchell wants to throw. He's looking. He's still looking. Now he's under pressure. Flush to his left. Late flag on the play. The throw is incomplete. That's probably going to be a holding call against the Mustangs.
Yeah, they did come from the backfield.
Yep, holding against Argonaut. So that'll send them back 10 yards.
You know, Frank, I'm looking at here. Yeah, the wind is coming in a little bit harder now. The rain is definitely coming in. We're moving the camera a bit here, but I'm looking here at some of the fans that are out here, and one right standing in front of us wearing a wearing a gray fabric hoodie, and I think he might be regretting that a little bit.
I've got my rosters pinned up against the wall, but through the window now, the wind is blowing, and they've bent them all over. So, yeah, the storm is definitely here. Arrived a little earlier than we expected. Didn't think the rain was going to come in till after the game around 10 o'clock. But it is definitely here as the cheerleaders are down there all putting on their slickers over the top of their uniforms and umbrellas all around the stadium. The Argonaut side has pretty much cleared out with the score the way it is. There was a lot more people over there in the stands than there are now. Now they're going to back this holding call up against Argonaut back to the 36-yard line. So it'll be first down and 20 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, my goodness, we had to pull.
I have no idea why the clock is stopped.
We had to pull poor Michael Brashear back inside. I was afraid he was going to get blown away. We'd find him inside out 4 miles away.
Well, Michael weighs about $1.nothing.
Well, yeah, it's like what I would say maybe $1.10 soaking wet, right?
So here we go, first down and 20 for the Mustangs, as the storm is definitely here as people are running for shelter. Mitchell's going to keep it himself, trying to get around the right side. Gets hit at the 35-yard line. Good tackle on the play. Gain of 1. It'll be second down and 19.
Goodness, we're having some problem with that camera.
Come on, Michael, you got this.
Ooh. All right,
let's see how steady a hand you have, son.
Well, he's a blacksmith, so it ought to be at least not too shaky, right?
All right, second down and 19 for Argonaut. They're closing the doors, trying to block this wind out. Close the back door that's coming in.
Yeah.
Close the back door that's coming in. Yeah, close that back door.
And there's the snap. It looks like Mitchell's going to keep it himself.
Gets tackled after a gain of about 2 yards at about the 32-yard line. And it's going to set up a third down and long for Argonaut.
You know, and honestly, it looked like he didn't really have a plan once he had that ball in his hand.
Well, this whole game hasn't looked like much of a plan for Argonaut. I watched the JV game, and I got to tell you what, those JV coaches need to wear this. I mean, they had a 2-possession game with 5 minutes left, and on 1st and 10, they throw the ball and throw an interception.
Oof. Oof.
Use the clock, guys. You're up by 2 possessions. Amador scores.
Mm-hmm.
Argonaut gets back. They fumble. Amador scores again. Amador wins.
Oh, my goodness. All right, 5 minutes left in one of the games here. I'll give you that in a second.
Mitchell in the shotgun. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He has no receivers open. He gets pulled down at about the line of scrimmage. That'll set up a 4th down and 16.
7:28 and counting here left in this ball game. Real quick, Mountain Merchant scoring update here. We have Ripon 27, Hillmar 26, less than 5 minutes left in the ball game. Less than 5 minutes.
That is really important to Amador. If Ripon wins, Amador is out of the playoffs.
Yeah, wow.
27-26.
27-26, less than 5 minutes left. And then 4 minutes left, Bradshaw Christian 44, Rosemont 0.
4th down and long. Mitchell's going to throw it deep to McMahon. Complete! Down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Argonaut.
And we see, there's the snap. Looking for him, looking for it to develop. Then, decent release on that one.
I don't know what the defenders were doing there. There were 2 guys around McMahon, and he just took the ball away.
Yeah, he just jumped up, played high ball.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Mustangs. looking to crack the scoreboard for the first time tonight with just 6:13 and counting left to go here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. There's a flag on the play. Several flags down. He gains a couple, but let's see what the flag is.
Let's see.
Waiting for the call from the white hat. Well, they're not signaling. Maybe that was my imagination. I thought I saw two flags fly out.
I thought I did too.
But no call, so it'll be second down and goal for the Mustangs. There again, the officials officiating the scoreboard instead of the game, which I have told you my feelings about in the past. Mitchell in the shotgun, second down and goal. He wants to keep it himself. Now he's in trouble. He gets sacked all the way back at the 15-yard line.
Oof.
Clock continues to run, going to make it a third down and goal at the 15 is where they're going to mark it. Under 5 minutes now left to go in the contest.
All righty.
So third down and goal, ball at the 15-yard line. Argonaut trailing this one 41-0. 4:44 and counting left to go in this 107th playing of the big game between Jackson and Sutter Creek, Amador and Argonaut.
All right, so that nice 3 yards is looking a bit longer now.
Mitchell takes a snap. He throws left side of the end zone looking for McMahon. It's a jump ball, incomplete.
Now, McMahon was close on that one, but
he almost was able to pull that down, but it'll fall incomplete. It'll be a fourth down and goal from the 15. Clock continues to run. As I said, we're in a running clock, so the clock does not stop on an incompletion at this point. 4 minutes left. We got rain pouring in through the windows that we've got pulled out to give us a better view. And, yeah, I don't remember the last football game I called where it was actually raining.
Yeah, like raining. But you know, the one that I really do remember was when we were here at Amador, and it was right before they got this artificial stuff, and the mud was so bad.
Fourth down and goal for the Mustangs. Mitchell in the shotgun. He backs up. He's looking under pressure. He throws it up high, almost intercepted, incomplete, and Argonaut will turn it over on downs. Amador will take possession, 1st and 10.
Let's see
and
here.
with 3:15 left in the game, they're going to be able to just about run out this clock.
Yeah, Amador sent the house on that one, and boy, there was not much pickup on that.
So Argonaut's going to be shut out here in this big game. 2:58 left to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts. I don't imagine that either team is going to use any of them at this point as Amador takes over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, with those playoff implications now, Frank, so now assuming Amador wins this game, 27-26, Ripon over Hillmar, what are the implications for that now?
Ripon needs to lose for Amador to get in.
All right.
So if Ripon wins, Amador's out.
Amador's out. Okay. So Amador is hoping for a Hillmar Hornets win then, right?
Yeah, Hillmar needs to win. If Ripon wins, Amador's out. If Ripon loses, Amador's in.
Very good. All right.
So gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The clock runs down. 2 minutes left to go in this contest. The big game 2024. All Amador Buffaloes. Michael, you're doing a good job. You're holding that thing pretty straight. Naomi thinks that's pretty funny. 2nd down and 7 for the Buffs. Blankenheim operating the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now they just take a knee as the clock is 1:24. They'll just kneel it down 2 more times and this game's going to be over. So Amador is rooting hard for the Hillmar Hornets right now to keep their season alive and make it to the playoffs next week. Argonaut is going home. And these seniors will be the last time they put on a football uniform in their lifetime. Third down, Blankenheim under center, just letting the clock run down. He's going to kneel down again. Victory formation here as the clock is under 44 seconds. Kneel down one more time, and that'll do it. And that'll do it. 36 seconds left as the clock continues to run. The final of the 2024 big game. All Amador Buffaloes all over 41. Argonaut Mustangs 0. We're going to be back with our Mark Twain Medical Center post-game wrap right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Amador High School, where the victorious Thundering Herd is hoisting that bell for this year. 41-0 is the final score here. Real quick, before I send it over to Frank for our post game, we have one last scoring update. With 1 minute left in the game right now, it is Ripon 27, Hillmar 0. 1 minute left there. Frank?
Whoa. Ripon 27, Hillmar 26.
Ripon 27.
You just said 0.
I'm sorry. That was my bad. I was looking at the Rosemont score. My bad. So Ripon 27, Hillmar 26. 1 minute left in that ball game.
Wow. So if Ripon wins, Amador is out. So that's a big deal here. We look at this game tonight. In this big game, it was just totally controlled by Amador. You know, one thing before I get into our post-game wrap, our Mark Twain Medical Center post-game wrap, I don't know if we're going to have a game next week. If Ripon wins this game, we are not going to have a game. So I certainly want to thank all of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Our pregame sponsor, Camps Propane. Our game sponsors, Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, Glass Doctor, Toma Associates. Our halftime sponsor, Conifer Communications. Our postgame sponsor, Mark Twain Medical Center. Call the game, Mel and Faze in the BG Lounge. Our player of the game, the Jamba Juice, and our scoring update, the Mountain Merchant. And folks, you need to understand, without these people, we would not be able to continue to do this year in and year out. And most of these sponsors have been with us for many, many years. So we thank them. And you know what? When you see them and you do business with them, you want to thank them for continuing to sponsor this. If you enjoy what we doing and you want to continue to listen to us and watch us, then you need to thank our sponsors because they're a big part of that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for all of our sponsors. We get in this game tonight. Buffalo's controlled it from the very start. Amador took the opening kickoff, and well, let's hear what happens next. Second down and 4 for the Buffaloes. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down. He breaks it outside to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. He's heading to the corner. Touchdown, Amador! 62-yard touchdown by Blankenheim to start this one off.
Hello?
Jim, are you there? Oh, I got too many people in the booth.
My bad.
People are distracted here, Jim. I can't work with people who aren't paying attention here.
My bad.
Blankenheim taking 62 yards with only 50 seconds left gone in the first quarter. That was our Mellon phase in the BG Lounge call of the game. Argonaut goes 3 and out. Blankenhome goes back to work, throws a 4-yard pass to McPartland for a 13-0 lead at the 7-minute mark. Argonaut goes 3 and out again. Amador on their third possession of the game. Blankenheim a 9-yard touchdown run at 157 for a 20-0 lead. And Argonaut gets it 3 and out. Then they recovered a fumble. The end of the first quarter, Amador led 20-0. Argonaut could do nothing in the first half. Turnover on down, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Turnover on downs, interception, 3 and out. As Amador scored every single possession that they had and led at the half 34-0. Argonaut took the opening kick in the second half, and it was an interception for McElfish for a pick six that made it 41-0. Then it was just turnover on downs by Argonaut, 3 and out by Amador. We go into running clock, turnover on downs, final score, Amador 41, Argonaut 0. And it was just total domination by the Buffaloes tonight. Amador is now awaiting the final of the Ripon-Hillmar game. Ripon is leading 27-26 with under a minute left.
And I do have a final on that.
And we do have a final on that.
Yeah, so final score, Ripon 27, Hillmar 26.
That knocks Amador out of the playoffs. They needed Ripon to lose tonight. So this will be our last broadcast of the 2024 season. Again, I want to thank all of our listeners, all of you that are watching on YouTube, of course, all of our sponsors. Final score, Amador 41, Argonaut 0. Our Jamba Juice player of the game is going to be Bradley Blankenheim.
Absolutely.
And him coming back after the 3 weeks that he missed, not playing but not running the ball after that shoulder injury, we saw what his legs do to change this Amador defense and offense and makes it so much more dynamic as he ripped off the 62-yarder that was our call of the game, and it just really opens up the offense for Amador. Congratulations to the Buffaloes on the big game win. Both of these teams are going to fall just a little short of the playoffs in their first year in the Sierra Valley Conference, but it's been a great season. I certainly want to thank Michael and Naomi for being with us all year long. Jim, of course, orchestrating things back in the studio, and Joey and John Gilliam, who filled in for many of our games this year, and Jake filling in for the second game of this half. For Frank Halverson, Jake Geedy, Michael, Naomi, and Jim, and the whole KVGC family, we want to thank you for watching and thank you for listening. I'll have a final wrap-up of Pigskin Preview next week, but other than that, 2024, we're signing out. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Frank, I want to thank you.